Oh, there you are. Hello my friends, hope you're doing good. Today I'm in the forest and I decided to show you something, a present I got for my birthday a few days ago. So don't go away. So yes, what I wanted to show you is this fantastic knife. This is a Mora Ultimate Bushcraft knife, and just by the look of it, it's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it's orange, as you can see, bright orange, so that's actually good because there's less chance that you lose it when out in the woods. You know, everybody says, or many people say, that black is more tactical, yeah, whatever, but you can lose it. You can lose whatever it is, and then it won't be so tactical anymore. So yeah, so it's a good color, so it won't get lost. It's got a plastic sheath. Let's have a look at the actual knife itself. Oops, it's really in there. So there we are. Yeah. Mora knife, made in Sweden. It's got the original stamp. So let's have a look. The blade itself is stainless steel, and I even brought a tape measure to measure it and all, so you can all see that it's true. Right, so let's put it this way. And what it is, it's 11 centimeters. So the actual blade is 11 centimeters long. The whole knife is, let me see, 23.2 centimeters. The handle, that would make the handle, of course, I don't know if you can see that, 12.2, actually 12.5. Yeah, so the actual handle is 12.5 centimeters. Then the blade, the back of the blade, yes, is, let me have a look. One second. 3 millimeters wide. So I think that's good solid blade for batoning and that. Right, the handle itself has got a rubber cover, which makes it good to grip. You know, it gives you a good grip. Yeah, can hold it well. It's got a finger guard here, and at the end here it's got a piece of hard plastic, and here where it's strongest, also plastic, hard plastic. So if the handle gets dirty, because it's rubber, a good way of cleaning it would be with the rubber of a pencil. It cleans really nicely, so it fits in the hand really well. The blade looks absolutely awesome. It's got a tip, a very nice tip. I don't know if you can appreciate that. There we go, maybe there you can see. Yeah, and a very nice edge. Beautiful. Now the back here is sharpish. It's got a good angle to use with the ferro rod that comes in the sheath. Okay, so let's have a look at the ferro rod. So to take it out, I don't know if you can appreciate that, but the sheath has a little lip there which keeps the ferro rod in place. It won't come out. So what you need to do is you just need to open it a bit, pull it out a bit, and then pull it up, and it comes out like so. Okay, and then to put it back in, you place it in, and then here it can get stuck on the lip. You see? So what we do is, again, we pull it out and we put it in, push it in, and that's it basically. So the idea of the knife having this edge is so you can strike the ferro rod. Yeah. Actually, it's new, so I should clean it up a bit. So let's try that again. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but there we go. That's the idea of it. Now, not all knives come with this edge here, which means that not all knives can make a spark with a ferro rod. So the ferro rod, I think it's a standard size. The actual rod itself, just under 6.5 centimeters. The handle of the ferro rod has this design there. I don't know if you can catch that. So you can hold on. You get a good grip on it while you are striking it. Yeah? Now, at the end of the ferro rod, so I don't know if you can. It's roundish here. The idea of that is so that when you put it in its place on the sheath, yeah, it goes in much easier. See? Okay. The sheath is like a double sheath, I would say. It's got this main black part here, the sheath itself, and then it's got this orange bit, which is, I think it's glued to the black one. So of course you can put your ferro rod in there, and it also has a diamond sharpening stone here, which I haven't tried, of course, because I just got it a few days ago. And the knife is incredibly sharp. I mean, it comes incredibly sharp already from the factory. Now, for the sheath, you have this belt loop here. Now it comes with two belt loops, different kinds. I've chosen this one because it fits better. It fits my belt much better. And so basically, you can turn it around so you can, you know, place the sheath with a knife in whichever angle you need or you prefer. Okay, now the good thing about this is that once you, so for example, let's say you sit down, so you can't sit down with your knife like that. So what you need to do basically is fold it a bit, twist it a bit actually. Yeah. Now the good thing about this is that this part does not swivel freely. It stays. Let me see. Yeah, it stays in its place. I don't know how long that will stay like that. I mean, after some use, it might wear off, and it might swivel more freely. But as of now, it's you know, you can basically put it on any angle that you need it. Yeah. So I think we should put this to the test. Yeah. Beautiful knife, absolutely great. Stainless steel. I didn't mention it earlier, I think. So yeah, let's test it then. So first thing, what I'm going to do is harvest some birch bark to start a fire to make some coffee. Can you see that? Wow. This knife is really, really sharp. Look at that. Of course, this is not very difficult to do because birch bark actually comes off rather easily, but still, yeah, it's got a very nice edge to it. Very nice. There we go. You see that? Yeah, very nice. Actually, let's look at that. Very nice. Okay, let's try to do something else with it. Important thing also is that the knife stays very solidly. I mean, it's nice and tight, snug tight in there, so it won't fall off. It's got no real. I mean, when you press it in, you feel that it's gone in, you know, and it catches on there. But you don't hear any click or anything there. But look, it's actually not so easy to take it out, which is good. I mean, you don't want the knife falling everywhere from your pocket, or actually from the sheath while it's hanging on your belt. So let's see, I've collected some bits of wood here. I mean, let's try to shave the bark off this. Look at how nice and sharp. This is from the factory. I haven't sharpened it or anything. Very nice, very cool. Okay, so I have my my little stove here, which I haven't used in a very long time. I've prepared some little blocks of wood, which hopefully will fit because I haven't measured it even. Let me just try to, there we go. Just going to make a nice bed for the embers. I'm going to add some birch bark inside, so it really catches on fire. Fluff it up a bit. Now, birch bark is a fantastic thing. Birch bark catches spark, catches fire really well. And even if it's rotten, if it's wet, I mean, it don't care much. Right. This birch bark is my favorite fire starter. Well, I mean, of course, you use your ferro rod or even a lighter if you're not bothered that day. So if I'm in a hurry, of course, I will use the lighter. But of course, it just feels better when it's when you use a ferro rod. Just trying to find some bits which I'm not going to need with the actual ferro rod. Okay, I think this will do just fine. I'm going to prepare some little twigs to place on top. The most important thing about starting a fire is getting everything ready before you actually start it, so you don't waste your fire starting material or resources. So you need to gather, harvest everything before you actually start. Okay, so I think my stove is ready to be ignited, so let's use the good old Mora to start it up. Now, I know that people say this on YouTube a lot. They say that everything's wet, everything. Yeah, everything is wet where I am, actually. If I can show you, let me just actually look. This is a piece of bark that I picked up from the ground. Look, you see the ice? Yeah, because it's really cold, and before it got so cold it had been raining for many days. So yeah, I don't know how well this will work, but we'll see. Not the first time I try to start a fire with birch bark, so should be okay. I'm going to try to fold it a bit so that it's nice and straight. Maybe like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape it, make a little pile. Oh, this knife is really sharp, I tell you. Okay, I think that might be enough to start it off. I also have two little pieces of birch bark on the side, so if it does catch on, I mean, if it catches fire, you don't really have much time to get the fire going. So what I do is, if it works, I'll put some sparks into them fuzzies, and then if it catches on, I'll just put a little bit, yeah, and use it like a candle, kind of, or like a match. Why a candle? Like a match, to light my fire. So again, being ready, knowing, practicing, all together. Right, let's put this into some motion. Obviously you don't use the sharp end, use the back. That's what it's made for. There we are, we have a spark, a flame. Now I'm going to use this to put it into my fire. Let's take the camera over there before I actually burn my hands. There we are. Sorry you missed it, but I was actually burning my hand. Right, so we got that going. I'm going to add just another piece of birch bark. That ferro rod is actually really good, huh? Just a few strikes and it got going. I'm going to wait a second for the birch bark to catch. Then I'm going to add some twigs. Twigs are really wet, even though I got them off the ground. I mean, hanging. Yeah, I think I have a kind of guaranteed fire going on there. What a lovely smell. I'm using pine, so that gives a very nice smell. It burns very quickly though, but still. Just adding a bit more so I make sure that the fire lives. It's interesting, sometimes I watch videos on YouTube, or sometimes, actually very often, I watch many of your videos, and it's interesting that there are many places without any birch bark. I mean, here I've got so much of it, you know, fallen birch trees which, you know, you can just rip off the bark and don't feel guilty because they're dead already. So I mean, I've got birch bark here for days. For days. I think I'm going to put my coffee in already. Get my spoon out. Give it a good old stir. Fire in the stove is still going. I didn't really have to add any extra bits of wood, and of course the cup is going to be burning hot, so that's why I got my mold grip. Okay, let's take this off the fire. Look at that, ain't that a picture, huh? Lovely. Oh, lovely coffee. It's cold, the coffee is hot of course, and all done with this. Yeah, have a look at how cold it is here, look. But the coffee helps. Well, my friends, this video was basically to show you my incredible present. I'd like to thank all of you by name, and but no surnames, don't worry. So thank you very much. I mean, it touched me really. Thank you very much. And this coffee is for you, and this video is for you all. Cheers. Ah, nice. Mora knife. All Moras are good. This one is a bit high end, but so the Swedes really know how to make a knife. Excellent. Well, my friends, thank you for watching, for your support, for liking my videos, for subscribing, and catch you on the next one. Thank you again for watching, and God bless.